Welcome back to a Japan road trip series. This is part 2 of van lifing through central Japan. We are Sky and Garrett. We're traveling the world on our mega moon. Our friends Tim and Becca have joined us on this van trip to discover the hidden secrets of Japan's countryside. The journey continues from the mountains of Nagano.
There are a bunch of cute little towns in the Nagano region. Parking may be a little bit of a challenge. Fits pretty nicely, actually. Looks like this locks us in until we pay. It's definitely worth it to get to take in some of the more rural culture of Japan. The pigeons here look very healthy, but they may be a little too comfortable with people. The Nagano area is well known for soba, or buckwheat noodles. So we've come to Kobayashi Soba to enjoy some.
Awesome.
Menus are printed on wood.
And this set came with a cold dipping sauce and a hot dipping sauce that actually has duck in it.
To finish off the meal, they give you the water that the soba was cooked in. And then you add it to your soba dipping sauce to make your own soup. It feels really hot. I don't think I should just sip it. They gave us tea bag favors, buckwheat tea. But now it's time to go back to the van.
Well, it was a lot easier getting in. And he's free. The Nagano area is also well known for another quintessential, mind-numbing Japanese ingredient, wasabi. This is the Wasabi Farm. Wasabi is actually a pretty particular plant to grow because it requires constant shade and cold waters. That's why the forests in the Nagano Mountains, which receive a lot of cold water runoff from snow, are the perfect location for wasabi to grow. This seems to be the collection of some of the wasabi plants on the farm.
Interesting, it grows like squash. The sign says you can try out the spring water by hand or foot. It's really cold.
The Dio farm is also special because they make all of these different treats with the wasabi from the farm. Premium wasabi ice cream with wasabi slathered on top.
If you took a bite of raw broccoli, that's what this tastes like.
Yeah, like fresh vegetables, uncooked vegetables. But it's still ice cream, so it's still tasty. I like getting hit with this wasabi.
You do?
Yeah, really wakes you up. They have all of this assorted wasabi stuff, and the coolest part is they have this wasabi spice rating. Well, we have to see what level 5 spice tastes like.
Wasabi rice crackers. It says the deep lingering taste of wasabi lingers.
First, you can actually buy the wasabi root, 2 pods for 1,500 yen. Wow, that's pricey. $6 a stock. And these are the graters for the wasabi. It says it's actually shark skin. Wow. Apparently the shark skin is super fine, so it makes it incredibly smooth and creamy when you grate the wasabi against it. And then here's the classic stainless steel. It's not too expensive, so I'm just gonna grab a shark skin plate and a wasabi for the road. One small one. When in Japan. Well, Google Maps told us to go down this dinky little bridge.
I don't think we should go across it, actually.
Leave it to Japan to have a cute musical road where the road actually sings to you as you drive over it.
Oh my god, this is the perfect snack. This is a wasabi rice cracker, but it's a little bit sweet, a little salty, and then it has a beautiful wasabi taste.
I love the textures. It's super
Yeah,
crunchy.
the texture is great. I don't know. It's really good. I'm so sad we don't have more.
The Michino Ekis are usually a little bit outside of town, and this one in Kusatsu is pretty close though, at a 15-minute walk, and then we get to enjoy some hot springs. Well, I will be the first to admit that once the rain kicks in, a road trip becomes a little more difficult. I'm Garrett Hara reporting in from Channel Flyer Saga. Behind me is Kusatsu, which is next to an active volcano that feeds this little hot spring town with an abundance of piping hot water. The water is actually coming out at around 150 degrees Fahrenheit. And so they actually need to have this yubatake behind me, or hot water field, to cool the water before they feed it into the surrounding bathhouses.
It's so cold here, but I am so warm right here. This steam is like a sauna.
That sulfurous egg smell. Dank.
Oh, it's pretty hot. I don't think I could put my feet in that.
It's so cool having the steam come out. Like, it's just like, otherwise a totally normal town, but then it's just like, bam, there's steam in the middle of the town.
All over town, they have these really cute foot baths, and they're all communal, so you can just take our shoes off and plop your feet in. It seems like a super great idea on this cold, rainy day.
Feet are too cold. It feels it's like, you know that stinging feeling when you get into a bath when you're too cold?
Oh, burns so good. Now it's nice.
Must have courage. These folks are made of stronger stuff than I. I'm a fish stick in a hot pot. I would call this temperature scalding. It's all red and then not red. My feet are like literally emanating heat into my shoes right now. It's really nice. I feel like I have like hand warmer, you know, like those skiing hand warmers. I have them in my shoes right now.
Speaking of cooling down the water, they actually have a yomumi, which is a traditional dance that they use to mix and stir the water so it cools down for a nice bath temperature. So we are walking to one of the open air baths, and the pathway to get there is kind of like a storybook land. It really feels like we're going through this gateway into another world.
It's so magical. I'm like welling up a little bit. The rain actually makes it feel more magical. There's like a beautiful mood and a quietness, and the slight dusky coloring, it just makes all of the pink flowers pop. So pretty.
It makes sense that you can't bring the camera into an open air bath where everyone is naked. This is just a screenshot, and it doesn't capture the beauty that's in this bath. And don't forget your towel, because you can purchase one there. We're purchasing a really small one, so somehow we're gonna dry our whole bodies with these things. I feel so lethargic, maybe even a little loopy after soaking in that hot bath. At night, Kusatsu lights up, and the steam creates this beautiful, almost spooky appearance that blankets the entire city. Trash is a very tricky situation while here in Japan. So wherever we see trash cans, we have to sort our garbage appropriately and get rid of it ASAP. Japan is very well known for not having trash cans anywhere. Best opportunities are at the 7-Elevens or other convenience stores. Even these rest stops most of the time do not have trash cans. We are kicking off our day at the Mizusawa-dera, which is a Buddhist temple that's actually 1,500 years old. This temple has a lot of different prayer methods. Everything from these kind of wish cards behind me, to the incense sticks, to ringing the bells. The bell is so powerful. It feels like it's making the entire forest vibrate. This is a rare hexagonal pagoda, and it has a rotating structure inside that you're supposed to walk around 3 times for good luck.
Oh, nice. That's the technique.
There's definitely a lot of love for all of the little Buddha statues here. They all have little scarves.
Look, they did it in her hair.
Oh.
Submitted hat.
These peace pillars are found all throughout the world in different languages, and I think the headquarters are somewhere in New York near the Hudson Valley region.
Other really interesting part about this area is they serve one of the 3 oldest styles of udon in Japan. This one is called the Mizusawa Udon.
And I love udon, so I'm so excited.
We're gonna stop at Tamariya for some delicious udon and to check out their beautiful Japanese architecture. I'm going to see how long I can do the sitting on the knees thing.
As we can see here, Garrett did not last on the knee challenge.
I lasted all about 1 minute.
Meanwhile, confirmed, these noodles are extra chewy. When you first bite into it, it doesn't even go all the way through.
This is a special noodle style that is 100% local wheat, and they grind it super slowly so that the grinder doesn't impart any heat to the wheat. That's why it has a very nice grainy texture.
That's a lot of salt, man. Oh, that is so much salt.
So let's hit the road.
Oh,
Which way is left?
so cute.
It's the spring season, and you can see all of these beautiful wild wisterias growing along the river. We are now walking through the Fukiware Falls, Japan's version of Niagara Falls. It's way smaller though. Good to know that being wet doesn't ruin the majesty of waterfalls. The silver lining is that the rain is pretty light, so it's still possible to do some hikes even in the rainy weather. The more difficult part of the rain is we have very limited space to hang things to dry.
We're on the drive down to Lake Chuzenji, and this drive is the most mystical drive I've seen in my life. It is magical and misty.
It's almost a little spooky, the way that the fog kind of rolls into this valley.
Yeah, it's like we're entering The Exorcist.
Okay.
Like, I've heard of like the Norwegian fjords, and like people trek to go see the fjords. I don't know why they don't like come here, because it has that same epicness, same majesty, and like, yeah.
We have great roads. This is the Gunma Prefecture, and all of these mountains, even in the fog and even in the rain, just look so epic. It is a crazy drive. People are missing out.
Oh, poor Garrett.
This must be an onsen town, because
We can smell it.
Smell that sulfur, man. Oh, it is strong.
Oh no, that was just tin.
Sorry guys, I farted.
So we have a real wasabi rhizome from the Wasabi Farm that we went to, and we have a 7-Eleven store-bought wasabi. Gonna see what the difference in taste is. Ooh. We're using this grate to grind the wasabi into really fine texture. You have to eat the wasabi within 10 to 15 minutes of grinding it, otherwise it starts to lose its spice.
Breakfast wasabi.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
It is a little more vegetal.
It is spicier than I thought it would be.
The store-bought. Cheers.
Oh, it's spicy.
Ooh, that's in my nose.
Yeah, that one goes to the nose.
Just goes right
I
into
want to put it
the...
in my mouth. I don't want to say it, but I almost like, because it has a slight savory taste to it, I'm like, I almost like this one better.
This one's really good.
7-Eleven wasabi, like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
We are preparing the car for takeoff.
Yes. Gotta close all the windows.
Gotta get Grandma secure.
Grandma secure. Turn off the fan.
The further you drive into Japan, the older it feels. It's like every few miles is another 10 years back. Ooh! What was that?
Where are we?
Whoa! What is this place?
Whoa, what are you wearing?
Whatever clothes. Oh, you look pretty good.
This is crazy.
Whoa! Whoa!
Is that wow? Timur, Garretto.
Yeah.
We jump back in time to Japan in the 17th century, the Edo period. Edo Wonderland is kind of like a Renaissance fair in old Japan. You have all of these characters dressed up, running throughout the city, and you can be one of them.
what are a couple handsome samurais doing around here?
Looking for jobs.
Yeah, that's right.
This is the money pouch. I gotta keep all the sake money somewhere. Yeah. Some dried squid. Oh, wow, that's really fishy. Here, you can have it.
Oh, I don't know if I want it. I'm geeking out a little bit right now because I'm on a date with a samurai.
This place even has a ninja maze. They said you have to allocate 30 minutes just to make sure you can solve this thing. The exit, but not the wrong side of the exit. Oh! This is the Ninja Trading House, where you learn how to alter gravity. As we leave, I'm a little sad. I actually really like my outfit and I kind of want to keep it. Last dinner of an amazing road trip has to be sushi. Conveyor belt sushi.
That looks good.
Love the plates.
Oh, actually, did you order your second?
They're pretty good.
Yeah. Brought our fresh wasabi from Wasabi Farm, and we're gonna use our own wasabi.
We only have one more day left.
Watch, this is gonna be empty by the time we're done with it today. Is he sad? Or is he angry?
And I do like wasabi a lot. This one in particular from that farm is really good. Adding this much wasabi feels a little sacrilegious, but we've got to finish the bottle, right?
Ooh, I want more. Where's the wasabi? Also, I ordered 2 kinds of inari, and I'm a huge inari fan. This one looks really gross. I don't know what happened to it. Oh my god, your eyes look like they're gonna pop out of your face.
It's actually really delicious. Wasabi, yuzu, salmon. Cut into to show.
It doesn't look nice.
It's a little hot.
Chicken.
Spicy or temperature?
Temperature, I think. Temperature. Maybe. I don't know.
Are you okay?
You almost missed.
Oh god. Why? That was pretty rough. It's still burning. Ooh. That was a lot. That was a lot.
We did it. Oh, that's pretty good. Wow, empty.
Good work. Good work. Good work. Good work. Good work, Sky.
Hi, I have some.
So I said, good work, Sky.
I just enjoyed moving.
Jeez, I really don't want wasabi for another year.
For all of that sushi, it was only $40 US. Oh, amazing. I admittedly am a little dizzy. I'm not sure if it's because of the wasabi. Are pulling up to the Narita airport to drop off Tim and Becca and the band. Blowing Mary has taken great care of us this week. Nice, we did it, guys.
We did it. Just to prove that we did a week in the van. All the bruises and the cuts.
It's not as impressive as it could be, but...
This is from changing that corner.
So we say goodbye to our hitchhikers.
I can't believe our Japan road trip is over.
It's been a packed 7 days, and the Japanese countryside is just something truly remarkable because you can see so much natural beauty in Japan, and on top of that, it's quite easy to get around. Japan has really good infrastructure that just invites people into the countryside.
See you next time, friends.